Let me talk about this. I gotta go. I saw on Instagram, it was this young lady. This is good. I gotta get out of here. I'm finna get out of here with a teachable moment. I saw a young lady. She was on the Instagram. She was expressing her feelings and how she's going to maybe this mental situation. Listen to what she said. The article said a single mother urges others not to have children as she opened up about raising a son with disabilities. She says her biggest setback in life. She said it's her biggest setback in life. Listen to this. She said that's her biggest setback in life, having a son, right? She said sometimes I feel like God put too much on me. This is what I wanted to say about young women and men who is in that place, right? I don't think God put too much on you. You got to remember, God gave us this blueprint. He gave us this cheat sheet. He gave us the Bible, right? He gave us a cheat sheet. You know how when you used to go in class and the teacher used to say, open book test. You could take the test and open your book. Now, I don't know a lot of y'all, but automatically everybody's supposed to got 100% because you able to find the answers, right? It's a cheat sheet. She allowed you to cheat with an open book test, right? You know, only smart people could get that. You know, I probably was one of the ones that still kind of flunk, just crazy, right? So this is how I'm looking at this situation. Remember this, young men and women. God gave us this thing called cheat sheet. He gave us that some of y'all consider as rules. I consider them as just information, right? The blueprint, the cheat sheet to life. So when you don't pay attention to that, you go through things. You will find yourself in these situations. Because even with the young lady, God already said, wait a minute before even having sex, right? That was one thing. He said, wait a minute. Get yourself yoked right before you even go there, because these things happen. A baby may come. My daddy used to say, a baby gonna come. So automatically, right? You got to know that now. So you got a cheat sheet where he was trying to say, wait a minute before you had that. You want to get yourself together, right? He was telling us that. So when we go beyond and not listen to that, these are the situations. And then you get to the point where you want to blame your mama. You got some of the ones, mama, no. You got a cheat sheet. God kind of tell us things we can use to do on this path, right? Like he really giving us an open book test while we're on this path. But a lot of us choose not to take advantage of the open book test. And then now you find yourself on the internet crying about your decisions. Listen, lift your chin up because you had a cheat sheet. Take it. Eat it. You're going to be all right. Now, I'm going to give you this. One thing I love about God, he reroutes you. Even though you may have failed that way, right? He'll reroute you and give you another chance to make it right. That's the goodness about him. I've been rerouted. I ain't made all the best decisions, but I refuse to blame my mother. And the decisions that I have, I'm not going to blame God. I'm just going to say, well, God, reroute me. My brother Q Judah, he had a verse on the song. He said, God trying to give you directions, Google Map can't find. So I always take that when I'm going through stuff. God will reroute you, young lady, young man, but you got to want to be rerouted. So, it's a lot of help out there for you, but also get into your word, get into your things that'll help you, get rerouted. And come back and tell me how you feel after you do that. Listen, thank y'all so much for tuning in to the I Am Miss Tia show. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see y'all next week.